It doesn't bother me. But when I do care and I'm trying to do better, and then somebody comes and invades that. Hey world. Okay, so today is another episode of the Knowledge Stand. What is the Knowledge Stand? So the Knowledge Stand is basically me giving you guys information and knowledge about experiences that I've been through, so you don't have to go through it, and how I overcome certain situation, or I'm still going through it. So I want to give you a vision of that. So what is the lemonade stand? Get it? Get it? Lemonade stand. A lemonade stand, so you go get lemonade, a refreshing drink, and you pay for it. This is free knowledge. You take it or you don't, and you don't have to pull up at my knowledge stand. But I feel like I need to do this, so I created this because somebody might want to take heed in what I'm trying to say, and it'll benefit them based off what I've been through, and I've been through a lot in my life. So that's what the knowledge stand is about. So anyways, today I wanted to talk about, I always feel like I'm always doing something wrong, and I didn't notice that I felt like that till 2 weeks ago. And I started investigating, like, why do I hide or isolate myself when I'm going through something? Like, since I've been out of prison, and if you don't know, I was incarcerated for 13 years. And I've been through a lot during my incarceration, before my incarceration, and now that I just got out, May the 20th, I'm still going through things. And I'm learning how to cope, and I'm learning how to live. So lately, I just went through a situation where somebody created a boundary, and it made me feel like I had to hide from that person because I just didn't feel comfortable. Like, did you create that boundary because I did something wrong? So I feel like I'm always doing something wrong. Even if it's validated, I always feel like something is wrong. And I don't know why I feel the way that I feel, but I do. So I looked up on Google certain things, like, why do I feel like that? And guess what, guys? Childhood trauma, or any type of trauma, a consistent trauma, creates things in your mind. And I started seeing patterns. So when I first got out, I went through the same situation where I felt so uncomfortable because I felt like I was constantly doing something wrong when I wasn't doing anything wrong, and I was hiding from it. Like, I was hiding from people, isolating myself. I wasn't being social. I'm doing better now, but that's what I did. So if you feel the same, in the comment, let me know what's up, because I know I'm not by myself. I realized that I overanalyze situation. I have a guilt complex, and I do that all the time. I'm definitely a perfectionist, and I used to be so bad at being perfect that I would never try anything. But I learned, like, now I just take chances, and if I fail, I'm okay with it. But I've overcome a lot because prison teaches you so much. Prison is not for it's for nobody. But because there's so much structure, and then there's so much things to do, you tend to take heed if you want to grow, Also, like, I have self-doubt, and, like, I'm double-minded in a lot of things that I'm trying to accomplish or do. So I, like, ask people, hey, you think this is a good idea? Hey, instead of taking my own idea. I'm learning not to do that because I want to believe that what I want to do, I should accomplish them, because I feel like I created them for a reason. Also, and the last one, I always seek validation, not validation for compliments or praise. Validation, like, do you trust me? Do you believe in me? Like, from my family and from my friends, not strangers. From my family, my friends, and if I'm with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And now, recognizing that, I don't want none of that. Like, I want to be able to believe in myself and trust myself, so I can grow mentally in what I want to do and what I'm trying to. And I wasn't even realizing I was doing that until that situation happened with that person that did create a boundary. No, That's crazy, ain't it? This is some crazy shit. But anyways, I want to give you guys an example of why things, trauma, like even prison trauma, like so example, you clean the whole house, right? You done clean the whole house. You know you put your all into it. You did the best job you ever could do, and then your authority figure or your caregiver at the time is like, you missed a spot, you didn't do a good job, you're lazy. So imagine someone constantly communicating to you like that when you know that you're doing the best that you can, but somebody's always tearing you down. Somebody's always putting you in a uncomfortable situation where it's like, what's the point of doing it? You know, like, and imagine that times 3 from the age 12 to 18. Imagine somebody going through that all the time. It's insane. It's insane. So now that I realize that I do that, I feel like I have to go to this person and communicate to this person and meet them where they're at, but also recognize like everybody is not against me. Like, people have to create boundaries. I create boundaries, but it's not personal. And I think it's just because of things that has happened in my past that I isolate without knowing that I'm isolating myself. But now that I recognize that, I shouldn't feel like I'm always doing something wrong. 16, when I was getting verbally abused at 16, and I got tired of it, I self-medicated. Like, I went and figured out other things to do because I couldn't deal with that. I was rebellious, and then at the last years of my sentence, I was so agitated, so irritated, so rebellious to the point where I just created like this persona of I had a bad attitude. I was angry all the time. It was just so much, and then to the point where I was even like doing illegal activities just to survive, like compromising my values because I did not care anymore. And I had to realize, I realize that now, like, why I go against the grain when you're not gonna come to me and be like, oh, you're doing this, and I know I ain't did nothing. So it's a buildup of you constantly telling me that I'm doing something wrong, where I have to prove myself constantly, and I'm tired of doing that, and I'm not doing that no more. I'm not gonna keep trying to prove myself. And I know I'm not doing anything wrong, but now my mind is constantly saying, you're doing something wrong, even when I'm not doing anything wrong. That's insane. And it happens all the time. But you become callous, and you start having that I don't care complex. And it's like, whatever goes, because I don't care. Because I do stuff wrong anyways. That's what they think about me. And that's how I felt. What I'm learning is becoming aware of myself, like literally being intentional with my negative thought, because that was a negative thought. Like, I was literally compromising when I woke up too early so I could avoid this person, or like just not to be around this person. Like, I was literally doing that, not even realizing I was doing that. That is insane. So now I know I have to be open, be intentional in communicating with this person and recognizing like my fault, because maybe I've made this person feel uncomfortable because I've been like avoiding this person for 3-4 days for no apparent reason. Like, it's just insane. But that's just my issues that I have to deal with, and I'm gonna deal with them because I want to be better. Like, I want to do better. I want to be a good person. I don't want to be fucked up towards somebody else. These thoughts are lies, and it just shows you when you're going through something for a long period of time how it literally builds inside of you, and your body deals with it based off your body and your mind is protecting itself, and you don't even know that it's protecting you from different situations. I have to understand and accept that I am not perfect, and I am going to make mistakes, and it's okay. It's a part of life. And if I know that I'm trying every day, it doesn't matter what you think, because I don't like the way that when doing wrong feels, unless I don't care anymore. Then I could do what the fuck I want to do if I don't care. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But when I do care and I'm trying to do better, and then somebody comes and invades that and says something that's not true, it kind of like it pulls me to, not communicate or not to put myself in a predicament where I'm gonna where I feel like you think that I'm gonna do wrong. And I shouldn't feel like that. Like, it doesn't even matter what you think. It doesn't at all. I gotta start building a positive image for myself. I think this is why I'm socially awkward and shy. And I want to be more open. And even with my YouTube channel, I haven't even showed you guys my artwork because I don't know. Like, I have no idea why I'm not. But I just feel like I'm criticizing myself because I don't want to say or do something wrong. Like, even with this right now, communicating to you guys, it's just who I am. And you guys have no idea, because tomorrow I'm going to go to get my new diagnosis, and you definitely challenge my negative thinking. And I noticed in the past couple months how I get triggered so easily based off certain situations. But I'm gonna be an overcomer with everything dealing with my mind, my body, and my soul. And I just want to be a better person. And I want to learn how to encourage myself and not feel like everybody's against me. And I didn't even know I was doing that. So I just encourage you guys, and I hope you guys have a good night, a good day, and be blessed.